Hello, Facebook, or wherever you're watching this video. Welcome. If you are watching the replay, you know the drill. You feel free to join in for this little dance party we're going to have as I get this shared out into the virtual world. Alright, so here we go. I love this song. Y'all should know it by now. Oh, came in loud. So I'm going to share this out. I hope you share this with a friend. Drop a tag if you're already here. Let me know that you're out there, because those that participate get entered into scholarship opportunities and other fun things. So get yourself some hydration and help me get some people in here. Sure, if you're tuning in, you drop a comment, let me know you're out there. Alright, I see many of you out there. Some of my tags aren't working and I don't know why, so make sure you tag your friends and help me get all these people in here. Oh, I love that so many people are wanting to participate. Alright, my computer's doing some crazy stuff. Grateful, so thankful. Stay true. Alright, we're gonna actually listen to another song while I get this out there. So for those of you that love the music, this is another song I love called Already Here. Because I want you to realize that your divine intention is already here and you were just stepping into it. You are stepping into your divine intention, and tonight we're going to be talking about spirit guides and angels and so much more. Just let me continue sharing this out just a little bit further, reaching out there in that web. Everything you want already. Everything you want already. Everything you want already. Here. We're gonna get started in just a few moments. Stick with me. Keep tagging. Keep sharing. Energy, hold tight. Feel it in my bones when it's out of sight. Fortified for the ride. Yearning for everything all the time. Yeah, the goal is what I see. But I'm running up with the journey. It overflows, and here's the key. So that you can dig into this treasury. Tune into the vision by movement with imagination.
evening I'm closer to its manifestation. And with the dasher, I'm so grateful. Watch you drop into the physical.
Alright guys, we're getting there. You have a few more moments to get comfortable, grab a drink, and remember that everything you want is already here, including a deeper connection with your guides and the spirit that is around you. How many of you are ready? How many of you are ready to claim that divine connection that's already here? What I hope for is for you guys to show up, to allow your vibe to send you into the spiritual journey of divine intention. You just gotta show up and let spirit guide you and show you the messages that it has for you. How many of you are ready? Drop in the comments below. How many of you are ready to wake up, shine on, and connect with the spirit around you on a deeper level? How many of you have already been doing it and want to take that even further? This week has been so powerful already. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. How are you doing tonight, light beings? How are you doing tonight? Again, tonight we're going to be diving into spirit guides, angels, maybe past lives, deja vu, and how I use all of that for my healing. How does all of that work? How do I work with them, and why are they even important? I have a few stories about how they've been helpful throughout my life. And this is a super broad topic, and I am honestly working on many courses to go even deeper on all of these different things. So I will only be able to touch on some of the main points here today. And for those of you that are already familiar with connecting with your spirit guides, drop a comment below wherever you're watching and share what you feel comfortable with sharing, how you work with them, so that others can learn from your experiences as well, and not just mine. I want this to be a community experience. I'm trying to create a community here. For others of you that may have never connected with your guides yet, you may be wondering, why should you connect with your guides? Personally, I have grown into who I am today, just like many of you, by connecting with my guides throughout my lifetime, full of spiritual awakenings. There's something bigger out there, and I've always kind of known that there was something bigger out there that was guiding me. For me, it began when I was very young. I lost both of my parents, and I was 4 years old when I started speaking with an angel. Sorry, I have so many notifications because so many of you are awesome. This is great. So anyway, I was 4 years old when I started connecting with an angel. It warned me that my parents were going to be passing away, and that I was going to be speaking with them and connecting with them in a different way, through a spiritual format. I continued to connect with this spiritual entity that I later connected as Michael. And I did kind of push it aside through my teenage years. It was a lot to deal with. Connecting with guides was just like, what did that even mean? It wasn't until I went through a deep inner awakening in 2012, in my early 20s, when I met my current partner, who was the catalyst for me. We began Bring Me to Life in a different way in 2014. He had already had it started, but we took it to the next level so that we could connect with more spiritually driven people. We have a spiritually based podcast network that we call Bring Me to Life, where we share these stories in a global way. And we share other people's stories, and we want to connect through that community as well. That was all kind of prompted through following messages from our spiritual guides that led us to each other, that led us through these different awakening journeys all over the place. Selo went all over the world. They're all over the country connecting with his spirit guides. I was connecting with spirit guides through different forms of journeys, through basically, it almost felt like telepathy. They were speaking to me, they were sending me signs, symbols, messages, so that I knew that they were listening. For a while, they guided us to leading an in-person wellness center where I followed messages from a guardian angel that connected me with somebody who had $1 million mansion at one point. We were running a wellness center out of an angel mansion because our guides led us in that direction. And they led us in a different way. And sometimes that happens, and that's okay. I ran another artist collective with the guidance of my spiritual entities that showed me in that direction until about 2018, when I had a miscarriage that put me into yet another spiritual awakening where my guides showed me that that was an experience that was meant to show me resilience and how to connect with spirit on an even deeper level through the grief process. I currently focus on using my art and music as a healing practice for me to connect with my guides, and I also conduct soul sessions for myself and for others to connect with their guides on a deeper level. It's where I want to help you communicate with your higher self and transition souls in other forms of entities that are actually beneficial in helping you. Not all entities are bad. There's a lot of times where you need to make sure you have boundaries and the ability to ground yourself so that you can connect in a way that feels safe and healthy for you and all involved. That being said, in doing these sessions, through losing these loved ones and specializing in all these different healing modalities, connecting with my guides and spirits were super important to me. I wanted to make sure I was on the right track. Again, not only am I connecting with spiritual guides, but I'm connecting with transitioned loved ones. It's how I connected with my mother throughout my life. I lost my mom at the age of 6, and I had to find a way to connect with her. It just felt so deeply in my being that there was something beyond just this physical realm. There's multiple dimensions of energies and entities out there, and they want to connect with you. Many of them may already be doing so. So what are spirit guides on a deeper level, you may ask? Well, to me, they are just that. They're spiritual entities. They're beings of spirit that want to guide you in your life path. They're generally assigned to you before we incarnate here into this physical reality, but some can happen to meet us along the way. Generally, they're here to help us in every aspect of our lives that we wish to welcome them into. I do like to think they need permission to take action because we have the ability to claim our free will and power here in this time and space. But their purpose as our guides have many things, such as to teach us lessons, to deliver messages, to help us just through our healing and beyond. There's seemingly infinite amounts of guides and ways you can connect with them and speak with them. And the main ones we're going to be talking about here today are angels, ascended masters, animals, and again, transitioned loved ones, because that's what I connect most with. Angels is actually the most commonly known. They're also the ones I get the most questions about, other than transitioned loved ones. And angels are known to protect us through times of need. Often they will show themselves when there's a car crash or you're in a situation where you feel like you're in danger. I personally connect through a few different angels throughout my day-to-day practice and experience. Archangel Michael has been a powerful, powerful figure in my spiritual journey. He's helped me in so many ways from the very beginning when I needed to know that something was going to happen to my parents. Because of his warning, I remember connecting with my family and trying to warn them that this was coming. They were not necessarily as open-minded to it at first. But my aunt remembers looking at me and me saying to her, I know nothing's going to be the same now, but we have a way to connect. Everything's going to change, but there's still a connection there. Archangel Michael helped me build that connection so that I could connect with the loved ones and that I would feel more protected by knowing they were still around. Michael helps me through so many different things, and so many times I've manifested a physical Michael in this reality, a man or even a woman named Michael that has walked into my life and really shown me that, guides come in so many different forms. There's so many other angels too. There's Raphael who helps with healing. There's Metatron that helps with time and space. And there's so many more. Chamuel helps find things. Ariel helps give confidence. Hanuel helps with joy. But again, angels, you have to give permission to help you in a lot of ways. Again, if you would like to know more about angels, you can feel free to reach out to me. I do angel soul sessions specifically where we can do a deep dive into what angels are most dominant in your life and how you can work with them on a deeper level. And I'm also creating an angel course for those that you really enjoy the group activities and taking that on a deeper level. So stay tuned for that. But how many of you connect with angels? Drop it in the comments below. I would love to know who connects with angels. What's your most powerful angel connection or memory? How do you speak with them? Do they show themselves in forms of feathers or numbers or kind of telepathically in your mind like they do for me? I'd love to know. How many of you connect with angels, and how do you do so? I'm looking forward to sharing more about my angel experiences in future offerings, so those of you that like to hear about them, please stay tuned. Please check into other things I'm offering, and there's a few episodes of angel discussions over at bringmetolife.com and the Bring Me to Life podcast. Alright, so next we have the Ascended Masters, or the ancestor knowledge. It's wisdom that's carried through an ascended form. Typically, it's a great spirit of energy that's looking to share its knowledge or wisdom or guidance that it's already experienced on its path. They're beings that have possibly had a physical being in some timeline, whether it's in this realm or maybe another one or beyond. Some people are connected with very galactic energies, where others feel more connected to, like fae or natural entities or indigenous spirits. Maybe you're connected to spirits from Atlantis or more biblical-like figures or beyond. There's no limitation here to what kind of ascended masters you connect with. And I highly suggest that you don't try to put yourself into a box. If I put myself into a box, I would not be where I am today. For so long, I tried to follow only the Bible's perception of what guides and God and spirit could be. I was actually in a church when I lost my mother, and it was really hard for me to connect with God in that same biblical format. It took a lot of soul searching and connecting through spirit in a different way to realize that God didn't have to be this masculine figure out there judging me. Instead, God could be my higher self that was guiding me, and that I could honor and respect the paths of many ascended masters. I have altars for Magdalene, as well as Jesus, as well as Archangel Michael, as well as Buddha, and so many other little sections of my life have been inspired by so many different walks of life, paths, and spiritual exploration. Don't put yourself in one little box. Allow yourself to explore and see what guides want to speak to and through you. Fairies have been a huge part of my life, as well as angels. I don't like to call myself a witch because I connect with a lot more light energy. Some people call me an angel witch. Some people call me a fairy. Don't put yourself in a box. Allow yourself to connect with whatever guides want to connect with you. Sorry, I'm on repeat here because I think that is so important. I even connect with galactic energies because I believe energy can't be created or destroyed. And I've had a galactic entity kind of channel its way through me in dreams and other experiences where it wanted me to honor its life, its wave of existence. It's pretty powerful when you're willing to connect with these entities through a different format or a different level. Many of you may be like, how did you start connecting with these energies? How did you start connecting with angels or spirit guides? And I connect with these energies through meditation and creating sacred spaces for them to come and connect with me through journaling, meditation, art, walks, whatever seems to be the way they want to come speak to and through me. There are many ways you can receive these connections to these different entities. You just have to wish to and allow yourself to connect with them and believe. Give yourself a permission slip. You need a permission slip? Here I am with your spiritual permission slip to believe in yourself. Allow yourself to explore. This is me writing you a permission slip saying it's okay to believe in fairies. It's okay to believe in angels. It's okay to believe you're talking to some spirit, angel, alien, whatever. Because if it's helping you, it's guiding you to not hurt anyone, but to instead light up your life and be the best version of you that you can be, then follow that guidance. Something out there, even if it's God, your higher self, whatever that energy is, it wants you to live the best version of your life, and it sent you here in this physical experience with a divine intention to live love and to be love and to share love and to communicate love. And if it's communicating love to you, then that's okay. If you're hearing a voice that is very upset, angry, hateful, and angry, then maybe it's time to do some shadow work and connect with a spirit that can help guide you rather than frustrate you. Maybe you've called in energy of past lives that has been your blocks and your dark shadow selves rather than your most powerful forms. A lot of times entities or things that are attached to us that we think are evil or dark are forms of ourself in past fragments or past lives or past experiences that were angry or frustrated and felt lost in the transitional experience of, death. and attached to our spirit in this realm because it was confused and felt still blocked. That's when you can call in your angels, your spirit guides, and your counsel, your spiritual counsel, to help protect you and to help guide that soul fragment in a way across the transitional veil so that you can activate in a more divine way here and now. You don't have to allow that darkness to hold you back any longer. Set your divine intention this evening to connect with a spirit guide that will help you ascend in your journey and help you connect with who you are meant to be. That is my wish for you. That being said, I went on a little tangent there. I also want to talk about animals. So I'm going to talk about spiritual connections to animals. This is not to be mistaken with the spiritual animal journey that is part of the indigenous practice. I can't speak on that. I have some indigenous heritage, but it's so far distant that I don't wish to take over their heritage. But I will say that as the being that I am, I have a connection to many animal spirits. Sometimes they're not even animals of this realm. I mentioned it yesterday. I have a spirit phoenix. I have a sphinx. I have, a dragon. Some people really love unicorns and mermaids and fairies and stuff like that. Again, don't put yourself in a spiritual animal box either. Yes, it could be a wolf, it could be a fox, it could be a butterfly, it could be a deer, a cardinal. I have all of those kind of connections too. And I like to believe that we all have what I call as a spiritual animal wheel. Some people call it a totem. Again, not trying to walk over that path. But I believe that we have multiple animals that can mean multiple different things to us. Through my alignment journey and the chakra experience, I talk about how you can have different animals to represent different chakras and different energies you need. When I need to be fearless, I call in my lion or my sphinx. When I need to be more connected to my ethereal realms and my spiritual self, I call in my phoenix to help me rebirth and reconnect. There's so many different ways and animals that you can connect to. What works for you? What animals do you connect with? I love seeing what you guys are connecting with. Y'all are blowing up the comments. Keep them coming. I love this. This is awesome. Day 3, guys. How you feeling? How's your divine intentions going out there? Again, okay, so I feel that I connect with more animal spirits when I'm out in nature. Saw one of those questions come up, like, when do I feel like I connect with animals? I love it when I'm out in nature, but it doesn't have to be. Sometimes people will just send me a picture of that animal or that spirit. Sometimes I'll be out and about and I'll see like a flag or a screensaver or a book or something. Sometimes I'll see a feather or I'll hear a bird way off in the distance and it sounds like a mystical phoenix. And I needed that sign in that moment. Those of you that have followed me through my chakra alignment challenge also know about my white cat story and how the white kitties appeared when I needed them as a sign from spirit that spirit was listening. And I love when spirit responds. I love when I ask my guides for a sign and spirit responds. Sometimes it's something little, sometimes it's something big. A few weeks ago, I did an activation. It was actually this grid back here. Did a little elemental activation, and I asked spirit for more creative elemental energy. And as soon as I did that little ceremony, one of my favorite artists on social media popped up and was hosting a 4-week elemental journey into painting. And I was just like, okay, spirit, I see what you did there. It was the very first post and you responded. You're like, elemental creativity, here you go. And I started creating this painting, which I showed it to you yesterday. If you can see it, awesome. If you want to see more of it, go to my Facebook page. I'm going to be sharing a lot more art because I've got that elemental vibes flowing through me, and I just love creating so many beautiful pieces of art. That's like literally how I connect with my guides the most, is when I allow them to just channel creativity through me and allowing myself to connect with the imagery that my guides want to bring into this world. So I saw a question that popped up about animals. Someone asked about turkeys, and turkeys are actually one of my spirit animal connections too. I have a lot of wild turkeys around my house, and they actually mean fertility, rebirth, and abundance. They're prosperity animals. Wild turkeys are prosperity. So if you're feeling the energy of the turkey in your life, there you go. I'm seeing so many of you beautiful people pop up in the comments. Keep them coming. A couple other animals that I connect with are elephants. They're my grounding animals. I've connected with owls. They show up when it's time to take a flight in my journey, so to say. Selo connects with the owl as well, and an owl actually led him here, and then we both had the most mystical owl experience. It was big and beautiful and in the light of the full moon, and it was just so powerful. Animals. I love connecting with animals. So spirit guides, they're just always ready to connect with us. We just, again, have to be willing to allow them to connect. Whenever you are ready to invite them into your life, simply just tell them. Speak it out loud. I'm going to be taking us through a journey tonight, if you feel so called to join me, to meet your spirit guide or a spirit guide that can help guide you in this moment through this intentional journey. Again, I want you to be able and willing to allow them to be present in your life. Don't be afraid to connect with them. Don't think you're crazy. You're not crazy. You're not alone. They're so beautiful and they're so helpful. Also, remember that many of these guides vibrate at a higher level. They are on different dimensions than we typically are, so it's important to go within and meditate and to raise your vibration to be able to connect with them in a different way. That's what meditation's good for. That's what creation is good for. And yeah, connecting with guides is a really big topic. One that's so big that I'm going to be covering it a lot in my 5-week soul journey that I'm going to be releasing and launching here on November 2nd. So if you want to join, please let me know. I have limited amount of spaces for that because I want to be able to offer some one-on-one options as well. But yeah, I would love to know just so far, how has this journey been for you? If you've been able to tune into the videos the last few days, maybe watch the replays, how has this divine intention journey been for you so far? Have you benefited from it? Is there something you would like to see more of in future offerings? And just how are you feeling? Drop it in the comments below. And I'm going to save some of my discussion for tomorrow, where we're also going to talk about past lives and deja vu and synchronicity and all of that fun stuff. And then kind of lead us into a closing ceremony. We're going to see, I might do a closing ceremony on Saturday and then talk a little bit more about my upcoming course with all of you. But I want you guys to know that you can do this on your own if you feel called. You don't have to sign up for the journey with me, but it's so much more powerful when somebody can witness you and when you have somebody to work with and to reflect on and to guide you through these experiences. So often I was like, I just want someone to guide me that I trust, that I know that has been on this experience and that has an understanding of what I'm going through. And I'm here for you because I've been on this journey for at least 10 years now and it has been a wild ride. Again, I've been talking with angels since I was very, very young, and I have some tips and tricks for you and I want to share them with you. It just takes time, patience, and a willingness to welcome it into your life. So, that being said, are you taking action into feeling into your most divine self? Have you been taking action? Have you just been showing up and listening? Are you actually trying to take action and do the things you've been wanting to manifest, the intentions that you received on day one? Tonight we're about to go into meditation to connect with that guide that can take that to the next evolution of divine action. I'm super excited. So I want you to go ahead and get comfortable. We're going to stay in meditation a little longer tonight. Get a drink, get comfortable, hop in the chat if you need to for a second. But we're going to meditate, and it's going to be really magical. And as you get comfortable, that is some good cacao. If you guys have not had cacao, you should definitely try some. I just recently got some really good ceremonial cacao from Guatemala from some of the Mayan families. They're doing a fundraiser to help support what they're going through. They're going through a big landslide plus the COVID chaos. So if you're looking to support them, I have a way that you can get some ceremonial grade cacao. I don't have it on my website because I have a limited supply. But if you want to try cacao and you want to know what I'm always drinking and what always has me hype, it's a ceremonial almost, it's the most natural form of chocolate. So I highly suggest it. But anyway, go ahead, get comfortable. And I want you to begin setting your intention. I want you to set your intention to connect with a guide tonight of any form that feels so called to you, and begin to welcome in those guides and messages. Maybe you choose angels. Maybe you wish to have this time to connect with a loved one. Maybe you're just open to whomever or whatever wishes to come through. And that being said, if you wish to grab your phone, if you're not watching this on your phone, you can also maybe grab your voice recorder. So if you start talking to your guide, you can say it out loud or say what you're seeing so that you can reflect on that later. That's how I run a lot of my soul sessions, is I have people connect and record their journey so that people can re-listen to it, because sometimes you get in such a meditative experience you don't remember. I want you guys to remember this. It's going to be really fun. Alright. Let's see if I can actually get my music playing. Alright. Here we go. I want you to begin to breathe in. Start getting some nice breaths in. And really allow yourself to get comfy, and open yourself up to the opportunity to connect with a guide. A spiritual guide or entity or past loved one that wants to show up here for you. Maybe it's an angel, an animal, who knows. But right here, right now, you're going to breathe. And really feel into that. If you need to, you can wiggle out your body, get any of those final movements out, because I really want you to feel into this one. Breathing in, counting to 4. Hold that breath for 4 and then exhale. Let's do it together. Continue that nice deep breath. And we're going to begin to do a body scan here in just a few moments, but first feel into that breath. Really allow your breath to get you to sink into this experience. Know that you're not alone, that you're in a safe space, and that your guides want to guide you as we welcome them in. Lighting your inner fire as you continue to breathe. We're going to do a body scan here, a little chakra scan as you feel yourself begin to release from this physical experience. You see a bright light and it comes. And it starts at the tips of your toes and begins to scan your physical body. In doing so, you feel the tension release through your toes, your ankles, your shins, your thighs. Really grounding in those roots, pushing up your energy up through your sacral and your hips, and your solar plexus, and your womb area, and your stomach, and pushing your spirit and your energy up through that heart space, which is the portal to your higher chakras. And in these higher chakras is where we really welcome this connection as we begin pushing our spirit out of this physical body up through our heart chakra, so that we can communicate with spirit on a deeper level. Taking it up through our throat, into our third eye, and allowing that light to really open up right here in your third eye space, creating a portal of energy where you can release the attachment of your soul and your body through your crown, and allow that soul to push upward. Allow it to push upward as you see yourself floating above your physical body, and there's this ethereal cord that is pulling you up and up and up. Through through this cord, you begin to release any fear, any stress, any doubt, any guilt, any shame, anything that you feel is holding you back from connecting with your guides on a deeper level. And as you ascend upward and upward and upward, you begin to come into the hallway of doors. And you're just going to explore here for a moment. Continue to explore. Look around this hallway known as the Akashic Records, where your soul is being kept in many forms and fragments. And this is where your guides know that they can meet with you. Beyond time and space here in the physical, this is a space you can go and connect with them at any time. As we call upon them to begin to come closer, we feel a deeper calling within. This deeper calling is asking us to connect with our most divine guide, a version of our higher selves or angel spirits that wants to show us the way to our divine intention, how we can connect with that divine intention on an even deeper level. Tonight through this journey, we ask that that guide will show themselves in a way that we can connect with them even deeper. Feeling their love connect with us deep within our soul. As you call them, you begin to feel drawn to a specific door in your hallway. You feel this calling, and you begin to search for this door. This very specific doorway that will lead you to a space you can meet this guide. You begin to walk, and as you get closer and closer to this door, you feel a sense of power. Something that's hitting you specifically in your heart space, that's calling you, that's reminding you that you have a bigger purpose here. You feel this energy like a cord pulling you into a specific doorway to connect deeper. Knowing that the spirit wants to connect with you, this guide, this entity. It's been waiting in such a loving, beautiful way for you to be ready to chat with them. You begin to step up to this door and you place your hand in a way that you'll be able to open it. Maybe a handle. Maybe you need to push. It's a little hard to open at first, but you get the energy. You get this calling, and you're feeling this sense of courage and excitement as you begin to follow this calling. You follow this calling, and you begin to really open this door. There's a second that it's stuck, and then you feel this burst of energy and it opens. The door begins to open and you allow this new world to appear. You begin to explore somewhere exciting that your guide has prepared specifically for you for this very meeting. I want you all to take a moment and gaze into this realm and begin to witness this being that wishes to connect with you. Call them forward, and as you explore, begin to witness this guide and its divine power and connection to you. Calling this guide in, how do they look? How does this guide look to you? Can you see it at all? Do you feel it? How are you experiencing this guide? Maybe it's an overwhelming sense of love. Maybe it's colors or symbols. How does the presence of this guide make you feel? How does it make you feel to be in the presence of this guide that wants to love you, that wants to see you shine, that wants you to see that you too are divine and powerful? most importantly, what does this guide have to say to you? As you set forth your way here now to go into your divine intention, your truest power, what does your guide have to say to you now? I want you to take these next few moments and I want you to speak with this guide. And if they don't speak, maybe you'll feel some sort of sign, symbol, or energy that you can call upon to take with you to know that they are near and to know that they are here listening to you. Speak to them and with them and explore this connection now. Remembering that your soul came here with a divine intention and it wants you to feel into this why and how you can connect with your divine guides. If you're still wondering what your why is, ask them if they can show you what is your why here. What can you do to bring yourself and others more joy in this physical experience right here, right now? How can you take action? And how can your guides help you with that? Remembering why you're here. Maybe your soul set an intention to receive more love, more confidence, more stability in this life, more abundance. If so, how can your guides help you with this? They want to help you. Take some time now and begin to set your intention with your guides on how you can connect deeper. How can you connect with them beyond this time, beyond this moment in your day-to-day life? Maybe ask them to give you a spirit or a message or a sign in the physical to let you know that they're listening. What do you want your sign to be? Or maybe they can show you. Maybe you wish to have some sort of trauma released or worked through. Maybe you just want little signs like feathers or a specific color object, or to hear a certain noise, like a train or a certain bird. Maybe you are ready to release a fear or insecurity and you want to feel loved and protected. If so, ask your guide if they can give you a hug for healing right now. Connect with them. Feel their energy in your energy. Or ask them for any other tools or affirmations that can help you overcome these feelings. Breathe into that now. What do they want to share? Maybe you have a control drama or a relationship or a lesson that you've been dealing with over and over and over. If so, maybe you can use your intention now to find out why and how your guides can help you work through that as well. Speak to your guides even deeper. And as you feel called to do so, place your hands on your heart for a nice deep breath in and out. And then lay them next to you, palms up, and allow energy to feed into your body, into your being, from your spirit in the spiritual realm, down through that ethereal cord into your physical body, so that you can welcome this guidance. Be willing to receive. Beginning to wrap up your time here, you'll start to hear a knock or a beating. And as you do, this knock begins to remind you that you need to come back to your door. But before you leave the door, your guide stops you for just a moment. They ask you to have a breath with them, right here, to integrate this connection on a deeper level. Before you leave, your guides want to help you integrate this new coding for your divine intention that you are setting right here, right now. And this ceremony will help you activate your own light, your wings, or your superpowers in an even deeper way. So if you feel called to do so, follow me through with this. Take a moment and place your hands in the air, reaching upwards towards the sky. And as you do this, take some nice breaths. Some may feel called to do quick breaths, and others may feel called to do nice deep breaths, but hold your arms upward. I like to call this the Bring Me to Life pose. And as you reach towards the sky, stretching your body from your own physical body up to your spiritual body, for your wings and energy jewels to just blossom and grow around you. Stretch out your whole body, really allowing yourself to breathe. Feel that coding integrate down through your crown, and your third eye, and your throat, and your heart, and your solar plexus, and your sacral, and your root, sending you vibrations of healing and guidance and wisdom, pushing that air in and integrating this new mission and connection all the way through your physical body. As you move your body and continue to shake it out, breathing and breathing. Integrate all of this fresh energy, this new connection, this new friendship with your guides, your angels. Continue to breathe. Let's pick up your breath a little. Pick up your breath. Maybe do a little breath of fire here. Integrate. And when you feel ready, stop and hold it. And as you exhale, exhale the deepest exhale that you can, bringing all of your soul back into your body with all of its new messages and all of its coding, so that you can be the best version of you that you have set your divine intention to be. Here with the blessing of your guides, you can then begin to exhale your eyes open and join me back in the physical world when you feel ready to do so. No rush as you shake out your body and you wake up and shine on. And I'm hoping that that was very powerful for many of you. And for those of you that wish to share, I would be so honored if you wanted to share how that experience was for you in the comments. Please feel free to share anything that came up for you in the comments. Did you see a color? Did you see an angel? Did you see an animal? What did you see? How did that affect you and your mood? How do you feel now compared to how you felt when you came? I want to know how you are experiencing this new version of you. What is your superpower? What is your mission? What is your divine intention? If you're watching this on a replay somewhere else, remember that you can join me in the community in my Shine On with Shannon Facebook group for more sharing and more caring if you feel called to do so. And those that do get to participate in the live versions of these events, and they get opportunity to comment and explore their journeys with me in real time. But I always love when y'all check in and tell me you're watching the replays. Again, those that participate live also have the opportunity to participate in scholarships in my upcoming courses and offerings. Those watching the replay, again, I still encourage you to join the group because I'm always offering some sort of goodness and opportunities to those that help me create a safe, sacred space where you can show up, wake up, and shine on. Because that is my why and that is my intention, to show up and to wake up and to shine on with all of you. And to be a light in a way that not only guides you but inspires you to be the best version of you, because for so long I was lost in the dark and I needed a light. I just wanted to know how I connect with spirit and God on a deeper level, and I wasn't sure if I could be any better. But it was when I took the time to connect with my guides, my higher self, my loved ones, and those energies that trusted me to be the keeper of a fragment of their soul. They had then guided me into this life where I now feel I'm making progress. I feel connected, and it's what continues to fuel my spiritual connection, my intuition, my abundance, and my light, my love, and my life. It is when I follow the guidance and the love of the angels and the spirit, the great spirit that guides me and sent me here through my higher self and the counsel that guides her, that I realize that I am not just here to survive. I am here to thrive, and I am here to follow my heart and to inspire you to follow your heart, to make art, to speak your truth, to celebrate this physical world here with all of you. And that is exactly what I hope to continue to do. That being said, I see that many of you are excited to be waking up and shining on with me, so please continue to share your comments and be an inspiration to others. Please, please, please continue to share and tag your friends, your family, and others. It's not too late for them to join in. I'll leave these up for people to catch the replays and do it on their own time. They can still join. They can catch up. Heck, if you're watching this a year from now, please still invite someone. That's okay. Whenever this finds you, it's all in divine timing, and that was part of this divine intention. Again, I will be closing off entries for the scholarships for the specific 5-week journey I'm about to launch, but again, there's always opportunities. This new energy, this new opportunity I'm working on, I'll be releasing more information on Saturday or Sunday, so stay tuned. I am giving y'all till Sunday to get caught up for the giveaways, so do that. The first round of goodies will be eligible for some discounts on that Light Up Your Life journey, and you know, I'm just real excited to see who's ready to step into that full-on experience. Who am I going to get to hang out with for 5 weeks and take you on an even deeper journey? I only get to give you guys a taste of the meditation and what I know here, because there's so much involved that I need to take you on an even deeper journey. I want to be your spiritual mentor if you so wish to make it so. That being said, as you know, I like to celebrate at the end of my ceremonies. I like to full-on dance party. So, I hope you're not sick of this song yet, because I'm excited to feel grateful. Let's see. How you feeling? feeling out there? What was your meditation like? What did your guide look like? Did you connect with an angel? When you activated your divine coding, did you have wings? Or were you surrounded by an orb? I want to know, what does your divine experience look like? What are your superpowers? How can you evolve to be the most divine version that you were meant to be? Checking in on these comments. Y'all are great. Everything. Raising up that energy. Grateful, thankful, thankful. Stay true. Thank you, thank you. All right, that was amazing. I love seeing your comments come through. I want to thank you all for being here on day 3. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow with your friend that you're going to invite. Please invite a friend. And tomorrow, again, we're going to be talking about past lives, synchronicities, and more. Or any other questions that are coming up for you. Thankful, thankful. Stay true, stay true. Thank you, thank you. I love it. All right, so I highly encourage you all to journal about your experiences tonight. What came up for you? What is your why? What does your guide look like? What symbols are you asking for? Set that intention. It's so powerful when you set an intention for something to show up and give you clarity on what it is you're meant to be doing. Remember to safely put out your candles or anything you used for your ceremony tonight. And if possible, continue to keep your sacred space growing and flowing even beyond the ceremonial experience. And if you're already so stoked and you want more information on my 5-week soul journey, hit me up, let me know in the comments, tag a friend that may also be excited to go on an even bigger journey. And if you're having a hard time working out messages on your own, maybe you want one-on-one. Maybe you don't want to go on the soul journey, but you want a soul session, hit me up. I'm here to help you and be your channel and hold space for those messages to come through like a divine antenna on your new radio that you're learning to tune. I got you. That's what I do. That's why I'm showing up here for you. Let's do this. I'm excited to see you all tomorrow, and until then, I hope you stay awake, shine on always, and continue to check in and catch up with those guides. They want to help light up your life, just like I do. See you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till next time.